Hey guys, Dylan from lolcoach.academy here. We specialize in climbing players to diamond for the first time, playing the champions they want the way they want. And today we've got an awesome VOD review with a student of mine who I've been working with for a while, but he's all of a sudden kind of wanting to try some off-meta support. So we're in a really cool exploration phase where at the moment we're actually testing out ELISE support. He is absolutely enjoying it. There is potential there. It's definitely not meta, and it's definitely probably not the best way to climb, or most efficient way, I should say. But because the student enjoys the champion so much, we're going to make it work. Yes, will it mean his time to reach his goal rank take longer? Probably, because ELISE as a support just isn't optimal, not designed that way. But it doesn't mean that it can't work. And in today's session, we are basically looking at his second game ever as support ELISE, and it's amazing. There's a lot of stuff. It tested me as a coach, like trying to figure out, well, how do we actually play ELISE support viably and all that stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Please check out the links below if you want to join my Discord, have a coaching call with me, anything like that. But yeah, let's get into the video.
So I've had so much fun playing ELISE. It's just been weird, and it feels like nobody knows how to play around her.
Yeah.
But it also just feels like I've never gotten such a feeling where I've outplayed my opponent so much as when I'm playing ELISE. So that's kind of fun.
Okay. Alright, so is this a standard strategy? You always invade with ELISE?
No. They were pinging a bunch.
Cool.
So you'll see I walk up to invade and then I end up recalling because nobody's there.
Yep, and runes are Dark Harvest, Cheap Shot, Eyeball, Triumph, Coup de Grace. Okay, cool. Yep, those seem fine. There's also a world where you could go like water walking or something if you're going to roam a lot, but Triumph and Coup de Grace is pretty good standard there. Trying to think what else you could go. You could also go Resolve here for a bit more tankiness, like depending on the matchup, if you know it's going to be a tighter matchup, but that's pretty good standard runes. Yep, I like that. Excellent. Flash Ignite, good.
No, Dark Harvest is my favorite rune of all time. I just think it's super fun. So I really like champs that can abuse it.
Yep. Excellent. Okay, no gank on.
So I switched to Spider because she has higher passive movement speed in Spider form.
Yep. You should kind of always be in this unless you're, needing to use human abilities. Good. Excellent. Okay, so what's your theory, I guess, with wave management with ELISE support? Do you have a standard process?
Mine is push as hard as I can for level 2. I want to get level 2 because once I get my stun, I have a lot of damage potential.
Okay. Okay, so you're pushing for level 2 so you can get a gank in, correct?
A gank or?
Oh, sorry, like a fight, like a level 2 fight, I should say.
Oh, just a fight. Yes. Yeah, I try to get level 2 and to keep them on level 1.
Got
so
it.
we have the ability advantage. And with ELISE on level 2, I have 4 abilities versus just my opponent's 1. So it feels really strong.
Big power spike, yes, correct. Okay, so theoretically, we only need to get level 2 ahead of the enemy opponent by like half a melee minion HP bar. Or like even a whole melee minion. Because what happens if we attack these minions too hard, too quickly?
It pushes into the enemy tower.
Yes, and then you lose your kill window, right? So we've got a kill range right now of like this, right? But if we push this wave to here, all of a sudden this is cut back. And we've got turret range, like here. So all of a sudden we've only got really this area to play in of danger, and they can just sit back in turret range and farm. So level 2
makes a lot of sense.
Yes, so level 2 is very important on ELISE, but we only need, 75% HP bar advantage. So right now you could probably stop auto attacking and just let MF do the rest of the work. And then if you need to, like if the Camille and Jin are attacking their wave really hard, you just match their attacks.
Okay.
excellent.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's all good.
I meant in this match. I'm gonna do it going forward, but
Yes.
you're gonna see that's not what happens here.
Yes.
So.
Excellent. Now, the other thing, what do we know about Camille and Jin being missing right now?
They leashed. So,
Yes.
that means their Nidalee is down over there.
Yes. And what does that mean for her jungle pathing?
She's gonna be going topside, so we're gonna be pretty safe for a level 2 fight.
Yes. And that also means, yeah, you can be quite aggressive for the next, 3 minutes. So, yeah, you're correct. Cool. All right, let's watch it play out. Let's see when you get level 2. I assume you're going to get level 2 and the wave's going to be too far pushed forward, but we'll see what happens. Cool, you guys, you freeze the wave a little. Okay. Oh. Cool. All right. Okay, we're 1 minion off now. So where do we usually want to be when we're 1 minion off getting level 2?
We want to be pushed forward, getting ready to fight.
Yes. So why are we so...
back.
Yeah, why are we back here, do you think?
Just force of habit, probably. Just I'm so used to playing poke champions that have to play super far back because they're super fragile.
Yep,
But...
yep. Good. Okay, we've got to break this habit then on your release, because you're an aggressive champ who thrives off level 2. You've got a perfect setup here. This is actually a really good wave. This is neutral, right? Because we were talking about kill zones. Look how long this kill zone is. Excellent. So what are kind of the 3 spots you could be pushing up here if we knew we're 1 XP, 1 minion away from level 2? What are kind of some of the locations we could be sitting at as the Elise?
Probably right top near the river.
Yep.
We could probably also be in the bottom middle bush.
Yeah. We can also be here out of vision, very scared. Yeah, very scary. Especially in these are normals, but even in goldish elo where you're probably gonna place, people you can level up in this bush, be level 2, and these guys won't even necessarily realize, because a lot of people know the enemy is level 2 through a visual cue, which is seeing this icon, right? So you can level up in this bush in the fog of war and be really threatening here.
Okay.
Yeah. And so usually we like to test this bush and see how they react. If they start pushing back here, okay, maybe we come out of the bush and come around here. But if they kind of stay quite oblivious and maybe they're just here and here, well, this is a really good bush to hit level 2 in, because we just wrap around like this. We either force them that way or we force them to burn flash.
Yes.
Yep.
The other thing I had in the back of my mind is Camille also has a very strong level 2, especially as support. She has so many walls to work with.
Yep. Agreed.
Anyway, just something I was thinking of.
No, agreed. I agree completely. Now let's take a look at her minion bar, right? Because we got the shove. So she's 2 minions away right now from hitting level 2. And you're 1, as we can see here.
Yep.
So you've got plenty of time. You are golden, right? Because what are the 2 minions they could kill? It would have to be, this and this, I guess. So they've still got quite a way to go. You guys are about a HP bar and a half or so up in XP. I mean in minions.
Yeah, and I'm just hanging all the way back at her, which is not what I should be doing.
Yeah. Because you identified it yourself. Big level 2 spike. And all of a sudden we've just...
I know.
Yep.
Yeah. So Camille does the... Yeah, that's what I was trying to avoid, was that big Camille.
Yep.
Just going in there, but...
Yep. Well, she screws up. Nice. So honestly, this is probably the best this could have gone without your aggressive level 2. So, well done.
Yes.
But we don't want to be winning because of enemy mistakes. It's good to capitalize on enemy mistakes, but we don't want to rely on enemy mistakes to create our advantages. We should have played off our level 2. But in hindsight, that probably went better than, say, you hitting level 2 and going aggressive. But it's just not as consistent, right? Because you can't assume that they're going to do that. But also, with aggressive support like Camille, there is a chance that you could reliably do what you just did. But maybe if it's a Sona or something, it's they're going to be really passive on that level 2. So you can probably theory test that a little bit with the aggressive supports like Pike, Camille, The ones that really want to go hard at level 2, just like you, and maybe you can play that defensive trap like you just did, where you lure them in with your MF as the bait, and then you come in, like you said, with 4 abilities, and you're just able to pretty much win the 2v2 because of Elise's power spike.
Here I was looking for something on Annie.
Yep.
Thing that I was moving.
Yep. Cool. Why am I okay with that roam in relation to this wave?
Because, well, that's a great question. Wave theory is something I'm really weak on, admittedly.
Well, let's count the minions
because
here.
Jin's trying to set up to freeze.
Well, let's count the minions for blue versus red. So we've got 5 on blue, 3 on red. So what will that mean?
It'll be coming towards us.
Yes. And why is that important for a roam timer as a support?
Because that means Misfortune's going to be a lot safer.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And do you know why this wave is bouncing? This is called a bouncing wave.
Because we crashed it.
Yes.
Back.
Exactly. Every time you crash a wave and the minions attack the turret, it bounces. Consistently, 100% of the time. So this is a standard textbook support gameplay that you're probably not even aware of. It just happens sometimes and you're like, oh, cool, that's nice. So what happens is you guys got the 2 kills, you pushed out the wave completely, made it crash, now it bounces. This is a really consistent wave management strategy that a support can help do with their 80 carry to get this roam timer off. So this is a great roam timer. And you set it up kind of accidentally or coincidentally. But really good roam timer. This is a perfect time to roam, and you can see Camille, I would say actually it's a bad time for Camille to roam.
Yeah.
Because she's level 2 and her Jin's pushing in. Yep?
Yeah. Nothing, I just saw, let's keep playing the video.
Okay, cool.
I don't remember what I did here.
Cool.
No, I go here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, nice work. She doesn't, oh, yeah, she doesn't even know. Yeah.
So, and we unfortunately don't get anything, I'm pretty sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
So let's...
Flash, though.
Yep. Let's watch this back and let's think about what we could have done differently on this gank.
That E for sure. The
yeah.
stun.
Let's get more specific though. So does this Annie know you're here right now?
Not the way she's acting, no.
No. So what could we do instead of starting with our CC ability?
Maybe just start with the spider jump where I leap onto her.
Yeah. And positioning, we could just get right here, and then the E's a lot easier as well. So until she reacts, I would be trying to cut off her exit route, which is here, because if she flashes there, you're just going to chase her down, right? So her only escape route is here. So when we're ganking, 2 things. 1, we want to have a much cleaner gank path. So we want to be like this, because then we're closer to the exit, right? Because look, your gank path is like this, but we actually want to be hugging this wall and then coming into here and then attacking from behind with a flank, basically.
Makes sense.
And then CC, we should only use crowd control when an enemy is escaping us or we're going to lose range. So in theory, we should never use our crowd control as an Elise until this Annie has either flashed over us or is out of our range or is getting out of our range.
Interesting. Okay, because you're going to see this a lot when I'm in this video, but what I typically try to do is use all my human abilities and then immediately shift to spider.
Yep.
So that makes sense, where you save your CC instead of trying to run away.
Yeah, because CC, your cocoon doesn't actually do damage, right? So it's a kind of
it's just CC.
Yeah, it's a useless ability if the enemy is right where you want them. You only want to use the ability if they're trying to get away from right where you want them. So you cocoon them when they're trying to escape. And that's what you're going to learn as you play more and more Elise and more like champs like Nautilus. Hold your CC for as long as possible. Try and use it in either the last moment possible if you know they have... If you know they don't have flash, or try and be kind of unpredictable if you know they have flash.
Okay. And so a quick follow-up question based off of that.
Yep.
Is it okay to just start in spider form? Because the main reason I kept staying, I always start with Elise in her human form, is because her Q does damage based on current health percentage. Versus her spider Q makes it so it's missing health. So is it okay to still start in human and then shift to spider once I get my Q and maybe my W off? Or should I just start off on spider?
Yeah, what I would do here is I'd just change your combo to W, Q, E, then into spider, and then your QW in spider.
So you would still use the E, just not until after I've noticed.
Yeah, because if you jump into spider before using your E, your spider form has a cooldown, right? So you wouldn't be able to instantly...
It's 3 seconds,
yeah. So you can't, like, get a reliable E off because you're actually waiting for the cooldown.
I was thinking that's why I asked that question, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So we just lead with WQE, and and then we go into spider form QW, and then if we miss our cocoon or whatever, we just use our E, our repel, to then jump back down on her after she flashes. Yep. And that's why we want to get here.
I see what you're saying. You're going to see a lot of EQW is what you're going to see a lot in this video.
Yeah, because that's the standard when we're learning and playing Elise and, like, you know, just getting the hang of it. That's standard. But if we do go down the route of, like, an OTP Elise support or maining Elise support, a key skill you will need to learn now is adapting your skill combo for the situation you're in. And this is a really good introduction to that, I would say.
Great.
Excellent. Cool. And then this game goes really differently. We might, you know, she burnt her flash, and maybe we could even regank this if you wanted. So what I would do is check this wave, and then you can go, do I come back or do I regank? And you've got options here. You can choose either, because as we know, this wave is still crashing into our misfortune. So if we're okay with a bit of XP loss for ourselves, but MF will get solo XP, if we're okay with that, we can actually stay here for a regank. Because based off Annie's movements there, it looks like she wants to stay in this lane. See here? She's kind of staying. Now we'll play it out. I assume there's not really an opportunity. Fizz wants to recall, so probably staying here. You might have been able to kill her in a 1v1, but instead you catch the wave, you get the XP, which is really great. And so what I wanted to do there is just like, we got to remember in solo queue that we always have multiple options, and there's always going to be one that's like the most optimal, especially with hindsight. But it's really important when we're playing a live game in the moment to be aware of, like, League of Legends is a multiple choice game with varying outcomes and destinations, kind of like, you know, a D&D game. It could go anywhere based on your choices, like chess, you know, like any of those kind of games where each action has a consequence. So I want you in solo queue to be, as you develop more and more comfortability in support and on your champions, try and think of all the multiple options you could do and then weigh them as quickly as possible and then try and make an informed decision.
Great. Makes sense.
Yeah. Because in my head, if I was you as that Elise, I would say my immediate two options are regank Annie or come back to bot lane. Whereas it looked like you were kind of like, I'm just coming straight back to bot lane. And that can sometimes be the difference. Yeah, between like a gold support and like a emerald support or a diamond support.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And here I probably should be a bit more forwards, no? Because we're stronger, so I should be forcing them off the wave.
Yeah, I think so, but also I think you're just kind of still learning the Elise ropes a bit, so you're playing like a bit cautious just in case, which I'm fine with. Excellent. So looking at the state of the map, Viego is bot side. We've got a pushing wave. What kind of options are there with a Viego bot side potentially at 5 minutes into the game?
Potentially go for a tower dive. Probably not. I mean, kind of what Elise is good at, I suppose.
Yeah. What else?
Dragon's also a very viable option.
Yeah, exactly. Excellent. Or the third option is a counter gank. If we know that Elise parred bot to top, that means she's probably cleared her top side and she's probably bot side right now. And we can kind of confirm that with vision, and there we go. So I basically jungle tracked Elise Nidalee for the first 5 minutes and 20 of the game because we knew she started here. Therefore, she had to go bot to top. And then when she recalls, she comes back to her bot camps. And that's a really predictable jungle tracking method you can use for the first 5 to 6 minutes of the game.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yep. But it gets a bit harder if you don't know if Nidalee started here. But always assume they started bot side until you have information that tells you otherwise. So, you know, if bot lane doesn't leash, well, maybe she didn't start bot side. Or, you know, maybe you had a ward on your red buff and you see her actually invade and take your allies' jungle. But always kind of use this as the baseline of a jungle path. And then if you see information that contradicts that, update your jungle pathing.
Makes sense.
Cool. So we've got a push here. And Viego is looking for a mid gank. You rotate over, which is great. Wow, Camille. Okay. That's a terrible play by Camille. Good job. Nice work. Excellent. So right now we're really just playing off the enemy's mistakes, which is a very consistent solo queue scenario where you don't actually have to play brilliantly. You kind of just let the Camille self implode and you just capitalize off it. And that's what I'd say is happened with these first 3 kills you guys have gotten.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we just killed Camille, right? We know Viego is here, and we know Nidalee is trying to contest this. So as a support, what are our 2 options here?
Tower dive Jhin or go help Viego?
Yeah, exactly. So again, always think with multiple options, because right now I think you're only thinking push the wave in, tower dive Jhin, or, you know, protect MF. But we've actually got this option as well, help protect the Viego. And this option really only opens up because you killed Camille. This option is really difficult if Camille's still alive. You'd probably more be like danger pinging Viego and basically letting him die, or just being like, dude, good luck, just run. But because you killed Camille, this now becomes an option.
Yeah. You don't even tower dive, I don't think. I think I just wander aimlessly.
Yep. It is a perfect opportunity to tower dive. Nidalee is obviously here. We don't know that for sure. We could assume she was hiding here. So if you're worried, say, about Nidalee being here or here, you don't have to turret dive. But if you know Nidalee isn't here, or you think Nidalee isn't here, then the turret dive's fine.
Cool.
Yep. Have you done much turret diving on ELISE yet?
A little bit, not a ton.
Okay, yeah. Definitely.
I do know it's very strong.
Yeah, because of the E, which resets tower aggro, yeah. So really practice that in normals. That's what I want to see you practicing a lot more in your normal games. Practice the tower dive, especially in a scenario like that.
Okay.
Cool. Good roam by ELISE, I guess. It's a shame you didn't punish the Jhin for that Camille. The Camille roam. Sorry, not ELISE roam. But that's okay. Yes. I mean, you guys are still winning the lane. So look at your gold. You guys are on 5.1k. They're on 3.4k. So up still a lot of gold, and your team's up 1.5k gold. So even though Camille got a great roam off there, she's still paying the price for her mistakes earlier. Excellent. Is this a roam timer? Yes, it is. And you're roaming. Great to see. Cool. So what are our options with this roam timer?
Well, you can go mid.
Yeah.
I think you can also go grubs, although that's where we just saw their jungler, although Viego's heading there.
Yep.
I guess if I really wanted to, I could probably go top too, couldn't I?
Yep. Or we just go bot.
Yep.
But those are 4 options we have. And again, you're probably thinking of 1 or 2 of these.
Yeah, I was thinking mid or grubs here, I believe.
Yeah. And top and bot are really low percentage. Like, these are going to happen maybe like 1 in 100 games or something. Because, like, Yeah, top's a bit weird for you to gank. It is gankable, and then like going bot is kind of pointless because MF's not here. You've got a bouncing wave, but it's good still just to weigh up those options. Excellent, but you're thinking about the two main options. That's good. Let's see it play out.
And I think I am going bot anyway.
Okay. Got it. Cool.
Hindsight's 2020, you know?
Yeah. That's why I like to pause it ahead of time when all the options are still available and we see what you do. Excellent. So yeah, I think if we're going to gank, or ideally this is the more optimal path. So if we're wanting to gank mid or grubs, we then part this way, because then that gives us both options. We can easily access grubs or we can easily gank Annie.
I see. Makes sense.
Yep. But you kind of go this way, which is like, okay, we're definitely going bot. Cool. Now at this point, for an aggressive jungler like Elise, I would actually be switching to sweepers. One, because your runic compass is upgraded now, where you're getting wards. But two, Elise loves red trinket, Oracle Lens. It keeps changing its name. Oracle Lens, I call it sweepers. Because it makes ganks easier. Because we would walk through... Obviously, you've got a great ward here that you placed earlier. But in this instance, we would, start sweeping and then come through like that. With the Oracle Lens activated.
I'm normally pretty good on that, but I'm pretty sure this game I forgot to do it like 3 times, which is like...
Yeah. It's a good one. Again, just you need that to be consistent.
Yep.
Cool. Again, we're staying quite far back because I think you're a bit, you're still just learning the ropes, which is fine. But as you get more and more confident on your Elise, you're going to start to be more aggressive. Because you're just really learning her limits still. Obviously, you've played the champion before and you've played her in support, but I can still see there's some hesitancy here, which I'm assuming is inexperience or just uncertainty on the situation.
That's certainly a large part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't think he was going to go for that, but he did.
Yeah. Good flush. Nice. Okay. Let's watch that back and see if anything can be done dramatically differently.
I mean, you'll see I kind of just went back and forth and back and forth. I didn't make a decision.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So one thing Elise can do here is flash E. So you could just flash and then E here, and Annie doesn't have flash because you ganked her at like the 4-minute mark, I think, or what?
Well, she just used it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, so you could flash E here if you wanted to, or you can do this because if you flash E, you save Fizz's HP bar, and then you take a turret shot, and then you just get out like this really clean. But because we're kind of like just watching, we then get in this awkward spot where like Fizz is really low, Misfortune's now got caught out, and you're like paying for Misfortune's sins here. She mispositioned here greatly, and now you have to flash and get out. But again, hindsight, we're all very wise, but it's always good to see alternate universes and realities, even if it's a win.
Yes.
Excellent. So you guys are up 5, 6. Yep, you guys are at about 7-ish K. My math's terrible. They're at 5K. So you guys have got most of your team's lead at the moment. Nice, a bit of aggression here. Wow, well done.
Thanks.
Cool, so this was a little dicey because you guys weren't tracking the Nidalee. Because if you're tracking the Nidalee, you guys play this a little less aggressively than this. But it's fine.
Oh, yeah.
We kill Jin before Nid gets here. You guys now realize that Nidalee's here, and you kite backwards. You know Miss Fortune's going to die, so you reposition very safely. You know you don't have flash. You know Miss Fortune's dead. You know you can't spider form back anywhere to safety here. Good, so you use the minions a little bit. Excellent, you use repel there. And then you fight in the minion wave. Really good job. Well done. Very nice.
Yeah, that one was...
Yeah, and Camille's very tilted.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Well done.
No,
really clean.
I felt really good about that repel dodging the needly. I forget which ability it is, but the claw slash.
Yeah, yeah. And you're also, it's very weird, you're excelling in Elise's defensive aggressive playstyle. Like you're letting the enemy be aggressive into you, and then you're playing off that, which is interesting because usually Elise is the aggressor and she's playing off her initiation of aggression, but here you're actually playing off the enemy's aggression, which is great to see how versatile she is as a support.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd be quite interested to see how you play as Elise into a very safe enemy bot lane who really don't want to fight you. Like the opposite of this Camille, basically, where you have to force the fights. That'd be very interesting to see. Excellent. You've been in 7 of your team's 13 kills. Good job.
So, I don't think we'll have time today, but another time, the other Elise match I've played that's recent was against a Lulu Kai'Sa.
Okay.
So, and excellent. Admittedly, I was 13, 10, and 15 at the end of that game, so it was a bit worse off, but that was also my first time playing her.
Okay. How many days ago was that?
Let's see, it was yesterday.
Okay, cool. That's good. So. Excellent. So what I might do is I might just go to the first 15 minutes of this, because right now, when we're this early in coaching, the 15 minutes is probably the most important, especially while you're learning champs. I don't want to look too much at your mid-late game. So I think we'll load that up next and look at that, unless you wanted to watch the Naught one, but I'm really interested to see, given that you're quite interested in Elise, I really want to see your play style into a different support.
Cool. Then yeah, we can definitely load that up.
Excellent.
Because I feel pretty good about my Nautilus. I'd love to hear your insights, but we only got so much time. So I'd probably let's do the Elise, pardon.
Yeah.
Because I'm having a lot more fun with her.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're also quite good. I wasn't sure what I was going to come into here. You know, because sometimes when I hear like a non-meta support, it's like, uh-oh, what's going on here?
Yeah.
But your Elise is very proficient, I should say. It's quite strong.
I'm very glad to hear. At least that's what you think this game. This other game, I remember we won, but it was a bit more rough, I'm pretty sure. So
yeah. Well, that's why the little things I was picking up, like those things when you're consistent with those every game, like jungle tracking, level 2 aggression, you make the game almost a bit more like a script, and you reduce the human error we can make. Which is why we usually lose solo queue games, or why it can be our fault that we lose a solo queue game, is because we do things lazily, or we're just unaware of what we're doing wrong.
Yeah. So so you just watched my second game playing Elise. This is my first. Like,
excellent.
I've just been, this last week, since we last talked, I've just been trying pretty much every champion I can think of that might be fun.
That's great. I love it. This is good. This is exactly what we want at the start of this kind of journey. We want to make sure we're really happy with the champion pool. We take our time exploring, and then once we're really, set on that champion or champions, we then lock in with the climbing.
Sounds lovely.
Excellent. So Lulu,
also with the misfortune again, funnily enough.
Yeah, very popular AD carry at the moment. Excellent, bit of dancing, good. Feel free to match up like this feel free to like initiate an invade if you want. Like if you're like, okay, the enemy team doesn't have a hook support or an engage support, like Elise has a much better level 1 than Lulu in terms of invading. And on paper, like the rest of the team pretty even. Obviously Lux has a bind. But once you feel more confident on Elise, like really start practicing level 1 invades with her because she's really strong.
Makes sense. 2 abilities versus 1.
Yeah. And you don't have to force it in it, but slowly like add it as an option. Because if you, I think it's like a 60% win rate for the team who has a first blood. So if you can force a first blood 1 in 10 games, it's just giving you a bit of like a 10% win rate boost. And over a season, that can result in maybe like an increase of 1 to 2% win rate, which again isn't that significant, but it does make a difference when we're playing, 100, 200 games. Yeah.
Here, I'm just way too far, you can kind of see.
Yeah, interesting. And I think this is why game 2, you were much further back. You were kind of playing off the learnings of this game. Cool, so again, we get level 2, we don't do anything with it, even though we got level 2 a little bit earlier than them. Probably because you were a bit frightened off by that first poke they did, and it's your first game as ELISE support, so you're just kind of testing the waters.
Yeah, you can also see I grabbed W here first instead of E.
Yep. Got it. Was that on purpose, or just...
It was just, I didn't know what I was doing with the champion.
Yeah. That's fine. Cool. Yeah, you lose a lot of your ability here. A lot of Elise's threat at level 2. And now you and MF are on, like... See, your health bar and your mana bars aren't very healthy compared to theirs.
Yep.
Not all your fault. Like, it's a 2-person team. But, yeah. Yeah, so I think in hindsight already, we never take that poke because it's range matchup, right? So we don't really want to be in range of Lulu's pixie thing. I don't know what it's called. And then 2...
I forgot.
Yeah.
Right, go ahead.
And then number 2, we want to be aggressive on the level 2 because your power spike is bigger than Lulu's power spike. But again, it's your first game, so we're playing caution. But as we get more and more comfortable on Elise, we've got to push that level 2 harder and harder, particularly in safe matchups like the Lulu. Because now, see how we've lost the opportunity? We can't actually be really aggressive at the moment.
One thing I did want to mention now is you'll see later, I didn't figure out until later, but this is going to be a attack speed Lulu.
Oh, interesting.
It's an AD Lulu, it's not... Yeah, you'll see how it goes.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I guess that's normal games. People will test things a bit more than in ranked.
For sure.
I doubt you'd see that in ranked. Yeah, yeah. Cool. An interesting note, Elise is quite mana hungry. So if you don't get that first kill early, so what we could do to counteract this is we could go like Presence of Mind here and coup de grace. So instead of Triumph... Oh, no, we'd have to switch out... Yeah, we'd have to switch out Triumph for Presence of Mind, which gives mana every time you hit an ability on a champion. And then keep coup de grace, or we could go into the blue tree. I always forget what it's called.
Inspiration?
Yeah. No, dark blue. The sorcery tree?
Oh, sorcery, yes.
Yeah. We'd go mana flow band and maybe like the one that gives... Yeah, that one, or the one that gives cooldown when you kill a champion. I can't remember what it's called. It's like the brain icon.
I'm not remember either. I haven't pulled up. 1 second.
Oh, excellent.
Transcendence?
Yeah, I think...
Levels?
Yeah. You get ability haste.
Yeah, on level 5, 8, and 11.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Yeah.
And then on takedowns, I think you get like a reset or something.
Yeah, once you get level 11, you get resets.
Yeah, exactly. Excellent, yeah. Cool, good ward. Yeah. And Elise as a support loves volatility. So when we're playing a lane like this, we want to be more volatile. This is too stable for what Elise wants. We don't have to be like psychotic, but we want to be volatile and kind of unpredictable. But we've kind of lost that window all because of the level 1, level 2. Wow, great cocoon there. So. Yeah.
I flashed it, probably a bit aggressive, but...
Oh, Warwick.
Warwick here. Yeah.
So I didn't even know how you hit this cocoon. This is incredible. This cocoon, that's a very good shot.
I don't think it hit.
Oh, I thought it hit. Crazy. Oh.
Nope.
Oh, cause she was sitting there, so I thought it hit.
Yeah. Nope.
She just didn't react. Got it.
Nope.
Cool. Yeah, so with Elise's combo, you generally only want to flash if you're trying to do a quick E. Like, generally, we don't want to, like, flash like that. Unless we're, like, flashing... Like, let's watch this back and just see what happens.
Yeah, I was flashing into dash range.
Yeah.
That totally makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
I probably on the Kaisa, not the Lulu as well.
Yeah, and you're also like, you don't even flash that far. Like, look how small your flash is here.
Yeah.
Cool, but we get wave priority at least, but Warwick died. Cool, so at the end of that, you can kind of see the gold. They're ahead a little bit, just because obviously Lulu got the kill.
Yep.
Awesome, so what do we know about this wave? It's going to bounce, right?
Yep.
So this is a roam timer. It's good in game 2, you already noticed that this situation is a roam timer, but here we should always, as a support, be walking through here and making a choice like here or here, whether we go mid or we go bot. We never want to be...
walk straight down bot.
Yeah, we never want to be walking out of base like this as a support. We always want to be giving ourselves an option to roam mid or we go bot. Again, multiple choice. We always want multiple choice. Even if you're like 90% certain you want to go bot or even 100%, still as a habit go through here because it will be muscle memory. And then when there's actual options to gank mid, like, you know, this isn't even a bad timer. Warwick's top side, you know, you could come around here. MF's got a very safe wave. She's got both summoners, so she's very, very safe right now. We know the enemy team doesn't have any summoners, so very safe. So this is a good roam timer.
Yep.
Cool. Good aggression. Excellent. All right, let's watch this back. There's two main things I think you could do better here. Before I say what I think those are, I want you to maybe have a go at it.
I don't know. I liked that E, but maybe you were going to say don't start off with that. And also, if my misfortune's not going, I don't know, play off the misfortune more.
Yeah.
And the only other thing I had in mind is maybe don't shift into human form. Stay in spider so you can chase her and auto her a few more times.
Okay, yep.
Those are my guesses, but I'm really not sure.
Yep. I think the first one is learning to gank your own lane. So I would much rather a path like this than what you did here. This path works because you got the E, so I think it's absolutely fine. But if Lulu's back here with like Kaisa, I would much rather you come in like this. Even though this is warded, we saw Lulu ward it. This still gets between you and their exit path, which is the turret. And we know they don't have suns because of the last fight. So that's the first one, just considering that this is a pathing option. Because Lulu's up, you can get the cocoon. It's a bit of a red hot cocoon, but, you know, because she can actually see you this whole time.
Oh, so she can. And she walks up anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Then the second one is, you said it, but you kind of didn't talk much more about it. Misfortune wasn't up with you. So what can we do to try and get the Misfortune thinking about this fight earlier?
Ping?
Yeah, we can ping when you're, like, back here. Start pinging, like, all in, aggression, like, ping anything here that suggests you want to be aggressive. Just so Misfortune can, like, step up maybe to here. And that's, like, an extra 2 auto attack range before, you know, she has to flash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because see, here she's like, oh, not sure. Do you want to go all in here? Do you not? So she backs off because she's like, well, I've got this whole minion wave. Can I just collect this, Elise? So we got to make our intentions clear. If we want to go all in here and trade the minion wave for the kills, we need to make that clear to the Misfortune. Because then she has an option to, like, ping you danger because she doesn't want the fight. Or she goes like, yep, she's agreed, and then you take the fight, and it just has a higher success chance. All just through a couple of pings, and all-in ping's a really good indicator, because then she knows, okay, this Elise wants to, like, fight to the death here. Mm-hmm. But again, you get the kill, it just could have been cleaner. Maybe Misfortune doesn't have to flash there. Maybe you don't lose as much health. But yeah, still really good gank, just optimizing the gank.
Yep.
So instead of it working 7 times out of 10 or 6 times out of 10, it's working 9 times out of 10 or 10 times out of 10.
Yep.
Excellent. Cool, good. You think about recalling, but you know that you have to crash this wave. Good job. So really good. You've got very good baseline wave management knowledge, I think, without you even knowing. Like, it's just ingrained because you've played League for so long and you've played support. You kind of know, okay, crash the wave, then recall. It's like, it's inbuilt to most League players. So even though you said you don't know that much about wave management, your baseline level is actually really quite good, which is great.
Well, that's nice to hear.
Yeah. Because every wave I've seen in these 2 games, and sure, that's only 2 games, you've pushed the wave, recalled, then, you know, thought about roaming, especially in game 2, not so much game 1. But that's great. Mm-hmm. Push wave, recall, roam. That is like the support playbook for the first 15 minutes of the game. Try and get a kill, push wave, recall, roam. And you just rinse and repeat that for 15 minutes. And hopefully it works out like most of the time, each one of those sequences. Sometimes it won't. But again, we want to make laning phase like a script, and that's the script we want to run to where possible. Mm-hmm. And then eventually we've got to find that balance between, like, forcing the game to run like that when it's dangerous versus just kind of, you know, maybe the enemy team does actually have priority.
Look at that, I'm walking down this way.
Yeah, excellent. Cool, and now you see Lilia, and you place the ward. We don't go for it. We see Misfortune under turret. Now, what's another gank? Do we go round? Excellent, we do. Oh. Good job. Well done. Great gank. Cool. Now again, because we're an aggressive support, we always want to have sweepers. So I would recommend starting to buy oracles on your, like, first or second recall.
Okay, even if my support item's not converted?
Yeah, because you don't need it. You're an aggressive support who buys control wards. So you use your control ward as your yellow trinket, and then use your sweepers for your ganks, either mid, bot, or, you know, helping Warwick take Krugs.
Okay. Yeah. Can do.
That being said, there's a caveat there, I should say. Like, let's say you're like 0-3 or something, you're really far behind, and there's no real opportunities to use oracles to set up a gank. You know, maybe we just wait till we get the upgrade. But in situations like this where you're proactively being aggressive, it's working with some degree of success. We want to make it as easy as possible to facilitate those ganks without the enemy having vision. Even though this Lulu's clueless, like you were in vision for like 2 seconds here, she still didn't react. We don't want to give them any chances, especially against more perceptive enemies. They're going to spot you.
Yep.
Good job. Nice. We help out with Dragon. All because you guys got that initial fight. This should go okay for you guys. Yep. Well done. Warwick dies. They get Dragon. That's a bit rough. Veigar gets the kill though. That's okay. You're not dead. Cool. So I think that's kind of Warwick's fault. He could have smited that, but he didn't. Not sure why. Like, Lux's ult does 415 damage. Smite does 900. So, like, there's no world where Lux actually outsmites him there. So, that's just a bit of a human error by Warwick, and I wouldn't say you could do much about that. It's a bit of a shame that he dies and you lose Dragon, but you did all the right things. You rotated, you helped him kill Lilia. Like, you know, fundamentally, you ticked all the boxes. And it's just unfortunate that Warwick wasn't able to execute his part of the bargain.
That's just how...
Yeah, it's fine.
Sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
So...
And that's why I'm reviewing. I really like to look at, okay, did you do everything you could to make this situation great? Sometimes it's important to acknowledge what the teammate did as a mistake, but it's like, you know, that's just the reality of solo queue. We're playing with 9 other humans.
Oh, yes.
Everyone's going to make mistakes on both the enemy and ally. Cool. There's a way to zoom out even more, but I'm not sure of what it is.
Oh, it's like... I used to know.
I really like it.
Control-Shift-Z, and then... should unlock it. You should be able to do it freely now.
Control-Shift-C?
Z.
Oh, Control-Z.
Like Z.
Yeah. Ah, there we go. Yeah,
go.
nice. Ah, that's much better. Okay, cool. Thank you for that.
Of course.
I always like keep trying to scroll back up higher, and I'm like, ah, damn. Cool. Well done. Let's see what triggers this aggression. Is it them or you? You go for the cocoon, you hit the cocoon. Nice.
I should have gone on Lulu because that's where Misfortune was going on, but I was tunnel vision onto Kaisa.
Yep. That's okay. And again, we usually want to be hitting our cocoons from out of vision because it gives less time for them to react. In low elo, you can get away with that. A good Kaisa would never get hit by a point blank cocoon like that. That's like near max range, straight at her in full vision.
Yeah.
So as you probably get into your ranked games, in gold even, gold Kaisas aren't going to fall for that. So usually we're going to be wanting to take cocoons and use them in these bushes with little to no vision.
Cool.
Another reason why oracles is important, because then you can make sure they don't have these bushes watered.
Yeah, then I just throw that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine. You're just very low. You got mana problems. Wow, that's a terrible recall by both of you. You'll lose a whole wave for this. So 18k to 20k, 200 gold. Yeah, you guys lose. Yeah, that's more than a kill. That's almost 2 kills. 2 kills worth of gold just for a recall. Weird recall. You just matched the recall with Misfortune. I would have just stayed and just soaked all the XP and gold.
That would have been the right thing to do.
Yeah, you guys might get this back now because now they recall, but if they don't recall, they can kind of sit here and kind of sandbag now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. See how Lulu stayed even though Kai'Sa recalled? Exact same thing.
Yep, and then I'm pinging the thing to go here.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Cool. You're kind of hovering just in case Lilia does anything. I wouldn't go too aggressive.
Not be doing this.
Yeah. Oh.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
I found out.
You can time that better though, I think. So if you time it, like, look at the drowsy effect, you'll see it here.
Yeah, if I had done it just a little bit later, it might work.
Yeah. If you did it, yeah. Yeah, because see how 50% of the sleep had already gone down? I think, yeah, you probably could have. Mm-hmm. And then you wouldn't have landed back here. You would have landed where you were. I'm pretty sure.
Yep. And yeah, he gets it, though.
Yeah. Nice. The Veigar played that very well. Excellent. Cool. Again, just walk through here. We know that now, though. Mm-hmm. I won't drag on about it. Cool. Yep. Sweeper switch as well. Need to get to that Oracle straight away.
Yeah, I definitely should have done that.
Yeah. Nice. You've got this habit. I didn't see it in game 2, so I'm hoping you got rid of it. But you're just like cocooning for the sake of cocooning. So just like
I thought it did damage.
Gotcha. Okay, good. Yeah, because I'm like, this didn't happen in game 2, so I assume it's not a bad habit. But just in case, okay, you now know cocoon doesn't do damage. Good.
Yep.
Yeah, because now all of a sudden, like you've got a bit of a fight timer here, but you don't even have your cocoon. Good. I really like this. I don't think you did it on purpose, but you split their decision making, so they either have to chase you or misfortune. So this is really good by you and really good to have as a support. Split their decision. They have to either kill MF or you. So see how you could have easily walked up here, and obviously it's a bit of a bad walk because Lilia's already here. But because you walk this way, Misfortune has a much higher chance of getting out, and you do as well. They either kill Misfortune or they kill you. They can't do both.
Totally makes sense now that you're saying it. And yeah, that was not intentional whatsoever. I just didn't want to walk towards Lilia.
Yeah. Well, and Warwick was there to save the day for you as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is just...
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yep. Yeah, your Veigar's playing like a little selfishly, which is fine. I just think it's important to note because the Lux has helped her team multiple times, whereas Veigar hasn't really helped you guys. So just when you're like weighing up, okay, like what's my mid laner's playstyle, it's important to like be like, okay, you know, maybe Veigar's not going to rotate to this fight, so maybe this is a bad fight, or like you just got to keep it in the back of your mind. Like almost profiling your teammates. Like he's still playing great, like he's 5-0, he's playing really well, but he just doesn't like to rotate to fights until he's ready.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Awesome. Okay, this is great. This is great to see this ELISE gameplay. Cool. All right. So to wrap this up, what did we learn?
Walk down the middle. Yeah, the middle of the bot side, or wherever it is, but red side, blue side. Just walk down the middle. Give yourself options.
Yeah.
That's kind of that's also the next point is keep in mind what your options are. And then At least, it's don't just don't try to hit max range cocoons. Play around bushes.
Yeah.
Play around. Use that. Don't just throw it out to start with. Use it when they're trying to get away or when they get out of range.
Yeah. I think those are separate points. Yeah, I think save your CC for when they're running away. Don't use your CC unless you know it's like you can 100 to 0 them. So you lead with the cocoon to like just insta pop them and avoid the chase. Mm-hmm. But yeah, generally we want to save the CC, especially when we've come in like behind them or something. We want to use the CC once they try and flash or dash or try and get away.
Yeah.
Excellent. What else?
Oracle lens.
Yes.
Red trinket.
Yeah.
Get it soon. Get it early if you're doing well.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
Yeah.
And then don't be afraid to be aggressive. I was playing really passive in both games, but don't be afraid to be aggressive, especially against a more passive lane.
Yeah, and you'll know that gauge. I'm sure, like, if we watched, maybe a support you're more experienced on, like a Lux or something, you're probably a bit more aggressive. But, it was your first and second game. So I actually really like that you were hesitant because you were really learning the limits of your champion and kind of adapting as you went. So I don't mind that you were pretty cautious. But as long as, when we do our next review in 2 weeks, if I'm still seeing that same kind of passiveness and, like, not utilizing the level 2, that's when we really need to start drilling that out of you.
It's kind of a refresher. I knew it, but it's good to refresh it as well. Is go level 2. Don't int your what did you call it? Your attack area.
Yeah.
On the first wave.
Yeah.
So basically, you want to be a minion or 2 ahead.
Yeah.
But a half minion bar or a minion ahead.
Yeah.
But no further.
Keep wave neutral.
And then be in position when you get level 2. So.
Yeah. Don't shorten your kill zone. Yeah. Keep wave neutral. Yeah.
The only other thing that's coming to mind is try tower diving as you get more comfortable.
Yes. Yes. She probably has arguably the best tower dive in the game, maybe besides like a level 6 volley bear who just disables the turret completely. I would say that reset is very good. The other one I also want you to think about is your gank pathing. So you always want to be moving in the most optimal way possible in regards to 2 things. What the enemy can see and where you think they're going to escape to. So it's almost like herding sheep or herding cattle into where you want them to go. So just be that little bit 10, 20% more efficient in your gank path. Like hug the wall, go behind the terrain. Just take that little extra step to make the gank, 10% more successful. Because it's going to just increase the success rate of your ganks. Excellent. The other one I want you to do is ping your intentions. Yep. Especially to your AD carry, jungle, and mid. So when you're ganking a lane, you should always ping your intentions. When you're coming to help the Warwick or you want him to start Dragon, ping your intentions. Like tell him, hey, your support wants you to do Dragon, and he gets like a vote of confidence. He's like, okay, my support is aware that we should do Dragon here. That's great. We've got 2 votes now. All we need is the AD carry to come over. Stuff like that. It just makes solo queue a slightly more cohesive experience. And again, it's just increasing the chances of your team working together. And we always want team cohesion in solo queue because it's the hardest thing to get. But when we can foster it, it's really important.
Cool.
Excellent.
I was able to pick up most of what you said. Just so you know, for whoever you're talking to next, your mic is cutting in and out.
Ah, fuck. That's annoying. Okay. Well, at least I was typing.
Yeah. So I was able to get the gist of what you said.
Oh, that's really annoying. Was it just at the end there?
It was happening a few times, but it's gotten really bad lately.
Oh, damn.
So,
okay. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what that is.
No worries. The only last question I have... Sorry, did you have something else?
No, I was just going to do next steps, but yeah, let's go with your question.
Well, actually, that's what I was going to ask you is, should I hop into rank and do my placements? Should I practice ELISE a bit more? What's your thinking?
Yep, I think 10 norms on ELISE would be good. So that's what I'd say, and then I don't know how many games you're playing a day, but I would say 10 norms in total on ELISE before you take her into ranked.
Okay.
Get a feel for her, and let's just focus on ELISE for now in ranked. So if you want to play a bit more Nord or like, you know, try out the Canon support, that's fine. Do them in normals.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just typing as well in case my mic cuts out.
Yep.
Excellent. So yeah, in an ideal state, in 2 weeks' time for our next session, you've played 10 to 20 ranked games on ELISE. We've got a win rate for you in ranked on ELISE, and we now know how you've evolved in your ELISE gameplay, and we really can now tell what's going wrong in your ranked games on ELISE. That's where we want to get to.
Okay. Makes sense. Did you want me to start recording games for you as well?
Yeah, I'd like to see your point of view, your clicks, and your camera movement. It looks pretty good, but I just want to confirm all that.
Okay.
So please, like maybe the week before, just start recording the games. I use insights.gg. I don't know if you've heard of those guys. But I use them. They auto-record my games, and I just delete them, you know, once a week with the backup, you know, when my memory gets too full.
Yep.
I think I linked them to you in our Discord.
You did.
Yeah.
Yes.
As long as you've got a good PC, that'll be fine. Excellent. Awesome. I don't have any other questions. I was just going to say I will send you a recording of this session so you can watch it, and I'll send you these notes as well. And would you be okay if I uploaded our sessions to YouTube for my channel, or would you prefer them to be private?
Yeah, you can upload them.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Yeah, just because it's really educational and helpful for others, so...
yeah, like you showed me that Panth game.
Yeah, exactly. Excellent. Awesome. All right, have a good, I guess, well, it's your Sunday now, so, yeah, have a good rest of your Sunday, and...
Technically, it's Monday because it's 12:10 a.m. for me.
Oh shit! So. Sorry, got you up. I got you up late.
No, dude, I work nights, so
okay.
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 So
excellent.
Right.
See you in 2 weeks. We've got a booking reminder. And please just message me on Discord, like screenshots, questions. I'm always here, so please don't hesitate between now and our next session.